All right, current issue students, we're kind of at the end of our Unit 5 unit. What creative techniques are used to attract my attention? So let's go look at the calendar. For today, we only have one topic like we're doing per week. We're looking at 2020 candidates and messaging. Remember the blended assignment this week, the news arcs. Well, if we were in class, it'd be blended. Is Dr. Fauci. Yesterday was a interesting press conference. And Dr. Fauci kind of was at the middle of it, and he talked a little bit about what was said over the weekend because got a lot of news. So that's the person I want you to focus my topic, just Dr. Fauci. So again, it could be about who he is, what is he doing, whatever. Um, as you can see, on Friday we have no class. We have the principal's making a social emotional learning day activity, so look out for that coming out. But there's no class. You're not going to be responsible for anything. So this is what the unit looks like. As you guys can see, I'm stretching stuff out. We would watch something called Game Change, but we're not. So we're like, it's a rough go, but we'll make do what we got. All right. So let's look at 2020 candidates and messaging. So to start off this unit, we looked at creative media techniques, and we looked at logical fallacies and people trying to persuade us, and that's basically the whole topic of the unit is the language used, the techniques of getting our attention. And, for us that watch TV, especially now coming in the next couple months, we're going to see a lot of ads, political ads. And so that's what we're going to do today. So we know the drill. I want you guys to make a copy of this. And then when you're done, submit it right here. Remember, just get a shareable link, put your last name, first name, and just post it. Remember, I already made a copy of it. Remember, always get a share. Don't use the URL up here. Get a shareable link from right here. Get a shareable link, and then just use this link right here to paste that in. Guys, it's a pretty straightforward assignment. All right. You guys can look here. You open up the document. I want you to go to this link right here. We have the presumptive nominees. It means it's not a slam dunk, but it's pretty much a slam dunk. Donald Trump, our current president, and Joe Biden, former vice president, former senator. What I want you guys to do is fill this out. What political parties and home state do they belong into? Okay, and again, this is pretty simple. Right here is that information. President Trump is Republican. He's from his home state's Florida. He just moved from New York to Florida. And Joe Biden's a Democrat. His home state's Delaware. He was a senator from Delaware. He was actually born in Pennsylvania, grew up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, but he's a senator from Delaware. But a lot of people kind of look at the Trump moving from New York to Florida. Florida is a swing state. That means a Democrat or Republican can usually win it. It's not a hardcore red or blue state where a Democrat or Republican tends to win it. So a lot of people think that was a smart play because he has Mar-a-Lago down there. So the second thing what I want you to do is click on this. This is Betty Market, predicted.org. I know people are talking about polls. I like to look at polls too, but I think a Betty Market is more where this is people with skin in the game, right? They're putting money on who they think who is going to win. So I want you guys to click here, and it's people with the yes vote is the favorite. Okay, and as you guys can see here, I know the polls are saying Joe Biden would win, but the betting market, the people that actually have money on this, are saying that President Trump is actually the favorite. You guys can look here, Donald Trump with 50 cents. So that's basically I think that's a sizable strength he's at. So what you guys gonna do? Who is the favorite candidate? Well, President Trump, 50 cents. Joe Biden was second with 44 cents. Cuomo, who's getting a lot of press. He's the New York governor. He's been giving out daily briefings. That's where COVID-19 has really been the epicenter. You put him there. His price range is 4 cents. You got Mike Pence, the vice president, and then you got Hillary Clinton, who's not even running. And so that's a kind of a odd thing to look at. All right. So what I want us to look at is then Joe Biden. We'll look at Joe Biden, and then we'll look at President Trump, and that's it. All right. So Joe Biden, he had a 2020 introductory campaign video. I want you guys to click on it. And here it is. It's 3 minutes long, 3.5 minutes long. Play it, watch it. And then I want you to answer a couple questions. What is the purpose? What does he want you to know about him? And what does he want you to know about Trump? What's the persuasive technique? He's trying to persuade you to support him in his campaign. Then I want you to go to the Joe Biden on the issues. Click on the issues, and this will pop up. It's going to ask us to donate, and I'm not asking you to donate, but it's basically his vision for America. So he'll talk about these issues. I don't want you to go through all of them. that would just be a waste of time. But I want you to click on it. What is his plan for vagrancy reform? Okay. Uh, and it just gives you bullet points about where he stands. What's his plan for combating COVID-19? A little bit more thorough on it. But again, just like look at it. What are the issues that are important to him? Like what do you see that really he's trying to persuade you to vote for him? If you vote or if you can't vote, but what is the things he's trying to do? And then using your little limited knowledge, if you were running this campaign, what techniques of persuasion would you utilize in advertisements? Would you use bandwagon? Uh, would would you use humor? Would you use those things that we talked about earlier in this unit? What kind of things would you use in Joe Biden's campaign? Okay, then for President Trump, I want you to look at 3 ads. Since the Biden ad was 3.5 minutes long, Trump has released his first 3 ads, and they're much shorter, so that's why I'm having you look at all three. But the first one's 30 seconds, New Heights. The second one's Fighter, that's a minute long. And then the last one is he's actually going after Joe Biden, another minute long ad. So if you look at Joe Biden's ad, he does attack Donald Trump, and so then you look at this ad. So I'm just not saying that Trump's the only one attacking. Biden attacks President Trump really hard in his introductory ad, and this is, I think, Trump's response to this. And then you're going to do the same thing, right? What does Trump want you to know about him, and what does he want you to know about Vice President Joe Biden once to become president? And then you're going to go on the issues, and Trump is running on the campaign promises kept. Hey, listen, this is the stuff I talked about, what I was going to do in 2016, and guess what? I'm doing it. Okay, and I want you to click through it. And just again, what are the issues that is important to Donald Trump, right? And it goes through all the things that he accomplished. Again, to summarize them. And then, if using your knowledge of him, what's the techniques of persuasion would you use in advertisements and why? And then you're done. So this is what we're doing today. If you have any questions or concerns, just shoot me an email. All right, thanks.